Hi there. I'm John Green, and
Cuts!
this is...
Oh, Ryan, we've talked about this.
Oh my God, you're right.
This is our fifth take. You can't call yourself John Green?
Okay.
All right, Tate, let's run it over again.
I'll fix it for the next one. Sorry.
All right, and then we...
Hi there. I'm Orion Pierce, and this is John Green Latin American World History. Wait.
Dude, it's been 11 takes now.
I'm
it
sorry,
can't be this hard.
I know,
Tate, if he messes up one more time, I'll play the role, and he can be me from the past.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get it this time. I'll get it. Okay. Hi there. This is Crash Course on a Budget, Latin American History. And today we're going to talk about the Catholic Church and the Argentine Dirty War. How's that?
It's good.
Good? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Mr. Pierce, if this is the dirty war, does that mean there's a clean war too?
Look, me from the past. I'd tell you what I hate most about you, but we do not have enough time before the IB test to get through them all. Of course, near the pinnacle of my loathing is your complete and utter ignorance regarding mankind's injustices. The Dirty War took place from 1976 to 1983 during Argentina's military dictatorship, and they fought against who the government deemed as left-wing opponents. But between you and me, they were actually just citizens. 10 to 30,000 of these people were disappeared by the government, and were never seen alive again.
Now, I know you've all been asking the essential question. How did religion serve to reinforce government policies or to call them into question during the Dirty War?
To which I would answer a question with a question. What role didn't Catholicism play in the Dirty War? To answer that, let's go to the thought bubble. You'd find members of the Catholic Church involved on each side of the Dirty War. Argentina was run by a Catholic government, or institutional Catholics. Their goal was to fight against communism and to protect Christian civilization. I, however, am tired of talking. How do you do it, John Green? So instead, let's just make it me from the past's problem. Over to you, me from the past. Let's see how well you can explain it.
You can count on me. I've got some good time until the deadline though, so just give me a quick second while I get the stats homework done.
Well, it looks like past me procrastinated speaking their lines and forgot to do it. So now it's once again my problem. Anyways, the government radicalized the other Catholic groups through persecution, as anti-secular Catholics who opposed the government were killed. More committed Catholics began to oppose the government and were thus deemed anti-secular. The presence of these opposing citizens continued to convince the government that there was an ongoing threat to Christian civilization due to communism. However, 90% of Argentinians practiced Catholicism. These anti-secular Catholics were persecuted under the pretense that they were communist and opposing the church. The church itself claimed to have not fully known what was happening, that they had no idea that the government was kidnapping, torturing, and killing its own citizens, though some critics had their doubts. We all know what happened to them. Let's go over to our in-house historian. Josh, all you.
On the other hand, some like Archbishop Juan Carlos Aramburu were open with siding with the military-stated need for a purge of their left-wing opponents. Some supporting clergy went as far as to bless the disappeared right before their brutal deaths, not attempting to stop it. Other clergy went even so far as to turn on the more open-minded of their peers, reporting them to the government and having them disappeared.
Precisely, my good sir. Though it is currently unknown to what extent the Catholic Church as a whole was involved in the Argentine Dirty War, we do know that there was support given to the government reinforcing its hush policies.